So, today we are back with a new After Hours creation special, and that is going to be all about stoneware. We just introduced this very recently, and I bet at least half of you do not even know what stoneware is, so we're going to give you the lowdown. Stoneware does share some similarities to earthenware, which is this stuff you see around, but the differences are that stoneware is a much better product. Stoneware needs to be fired at 6, so that means that those little pores of clay, nothing's going to get in and out of those after it's been fired. So if I wanted to take this casserole dish, not even paint it, just fire it, it'd be fine to use in the oven, just like that. So then today, we will be painting a stoneware mug. Similar to our regular stock right here, this is all earthenware. You use this palette to paint your stuff. But with stoneware, you don't have to worry about foundations. Just your step 2 glaze. But as you look at over here at the samples, those clearly aren't really the same colors. So you can use these specialty glazes on them also. The first thing you want to do before you even think about getting any glaze is you want to wax the bottom of your stoneware. The reason you don't do this with earthenware is because you can just stilt it like this and it'll sit perfectly. But if we did that with stoneware, it's fired at such a hot temperature the stilt would just melt and would fuse to the bottom. So you need to put wax resist on the bottom. Super easy to do. All you gotta do is stick your brush in and just paint the rim right here so that if any glaze drips down, it's not gonna fuse to the shelf when fired. Nice and easy. You don't have to do the whole bottom. Just this little ring about 1/4 of an inch or so. Better to be safe than sorry. Okay, set that up to let it dry. Now that it's had wax resist on the bottom, I can start painting. Yeah. Okay, so this is always the hardest part, just choosing, but I think I'm gonna go for a specialty glaze. After about 20 minutes of deciding what I want to paint, I have chosen Smoke and Blue Surf for the outside of the stoneware mug. These are 2 specialty glazes. And also I've just chosen a normal Mako number 35 caramel color, but they call it Dijon, but I'm just going to call it caramel. So I'm going to start on the inside of my mug. Just like painting any other piece of pottery, I need 3 coats if I want a vibrant color. So here we go. While I'm waiting for my inside and my handle to dry so I can do my 2nd and 3rd layers, I'm going to move on and start on my outside. So I'm going to be using, again, Blue Surf, along with Smoke. And as you can see, just like any other specialty glaze, these look nothing like the finished product, so do not be deceived. This will not be a gray mush, hopefully. Hopefully it'll look good. I have faith. That this will look good. I'm going to have 2 separate brushes for this. There you go. And I'm going to start with Blue Surf on the top. I'm going to be generous with this one. As soon as I'm out, always just go back for more. Do not be afraid of that. Do not be afraid of glaze. But you don't have to globs. Never globs. Globs are bad. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to do the lower third in Smoke. See how it's resisting when I touch it? That's why we need to put it on there so it doesn't get on the bottom. Because then it'll stick to the shelf. Okay, so now they've painted one bump of this wavy mug in their own separate glazes. Now I'm going to show what my vision is. My vision for this is to have this middle section a blending of these 2 glazes, and this is how I'm going to do it. which I'll need actually another brush for this. So I'm going to take this and do a quick little, just take the glaze and just run it along the edge. Glops are okay in this one. Run it along the edge really quickly so it doesn't dry out. And then I'm going to do the same with the other glaze. And then I'm going to get a clean brush, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to streak these into each other to give it a nice blend. Like this. There you go. Here's a little preview. Do that all the way around. Okay. There you go. And while I wait for this to dry, I'm going to move on and redo my middle of my cup and the handle. Go. The last coat. Okay. Let's do this. And done. And now we just have to wait 7 to 14 days for this baby to be fired. And we'll see what it turns out like. Okay, and here we are a couple of weeks later, and finally, the stoneware has been fired. So, take a look. Stoneware is finally done, so be sure to try it out for yourself here at Creations Art Pottery Studio. Bye guys!